Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am DM Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, today's video is a continuation of my very long series of videos covering Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd Edition. So, as part of this series of videos, I am covering all of the complete handbooks that I possess, and currently up to the complete Ninja's Handbook. So once again, these are supplements upon the core rule books, obviously, and each one of them, for the most part, are written by different authors. However, this is one of the first that I recall that is written by a returning author. So this is author. This is written by Aaron Alston, and this was originally printed in 1995. So well within the time frame of second edition. So this is not an earlier introductory. This is a supplement that came quite a bit later. So without further ado, I'm going to switch to a fuller view here. Now, just as a side note, these are all coming from my shelf behind me, and I'm currently covering that shelf right there, my seventh shelf that I'm going through. So it's also part of my shorts on on the channel as well. So every time I do a full length coverage of one of these books, and then a couple days later or whatnot, I will have a short that will kind of showcase it and tie it back to the long form video as well. So that's pretty much how I've been doing these. I'll put the long form down there, and then I'll release a short that kind of brings those particular viewers back over to the long form, hopefully. So this, once again, is written by Aaron Alston. Came out in 1995, and this is one of the few so far that I've come across where I don't have an easily accessible PDF version to show you. They're all kind of hidden behind paywalls or just not very easy to present to you. So I'm going to just be flipping through and going into details from the table of contents first, and then showing you some of the art plates and whatnot. So here we go. So the ninja class, ninja and rogue, ninja experience levels, their class requirements, their alignment, weapons and armor, thieving skills, ninja followers, non-weapon proficiencies, starting money, multi-class ninjas, dual-class ninjas, and other character creation notes. So it really begins off with you developing your player character using the class format. Then it goes into the various kits, and so we have various kits here. And the way the second edition kits work is that they will have a subtitle for them. These are essentially like subclasses, and based on the kit that you choose, you're going to have certain features attached to that character class. So we have the ninja kits, and they are the Stealer in, the Shadow Warrior, the Intruder, the Consort, the Pathfinder, the Lone Wolf, the Spirit Warrior. Then we go into ninja spells, first level through sixth level spells. Then we go into chapter 3, which covers the shinobi, spies, and killers. All right, so you have the shinobi fighter, ranger, mage, illusionist, priest, thief, and bard. Spies, you have various spy kits. You have a section on demi-human spies and killers, restrictions and killer kits. Then we go into proficiencies in martial arts. And so you have all of the various weapons proficiencies, and then martial arts, both in general martial arts, which is called advanced martial arts here, which is optional, which is building off of the Unearthed Arcana. I'm sorry, not the Unearthed Arcana, off of the Oriental Adventures book. So this is kind of an expansion and in some ways a modification of Oriental Adventures. So, so we have the non-weapon proficiencies, we have martial arts, and I'll go into detail again. So you have advanced martial arts, which is optional, prerequisites for learning martial arts, finding a master, training under a master, learning a style, pre-campaign learning, which is kind of interesting. Style characteristics, creating new styles, basics, creating new style weapons, creating a new style, special maneuvers, armed and unarmored opponents, stunning, incapacitating, and hit locations. Tools of the trade. We have weapons of different types, ninja-based weapons. We have entangling attacks, prone and entangled opponents, weapons lists, missile weapon ranges, armor, miscellaneous equipment, weapons modifications, magical and special treasures, miscellaneous magic, magical weapons. Then we go into chapter 6 and we start getting into the more world building or campaign building types of information. So we have the land of the ninja and the ninja clan. Then we have playing the ninja, ninja in the outer world, ninja in the non-ninja party, and all ninja party, and playing the lone wolf. Campaigning in ninja, secrecy within the campaign, the character mix, ninja adventures, ninja kits in a campaign, ninja clan resources, and spy campaigns. Then we have examples of ninja characters. That'll be interesting to take a look at. So let's see what their examples are of ninja characters. That's going to be on page 119. And then there's a whole slew of tables. There's a lot in this book. And considering it's only 96 pages, but there is, actually, I'm sorry, it goes up to 127 pages, which I think is a pretty much a uniform format for this as well. So Ninja Clan resources go from 96 to 200 to 126, so quite long on that. But let's take a look at page 119 and see their examples of ninjas that they're using here. So I am going to flip through. Like I said, I don't have a PDF for this. That's a pretty good piece of art there too. Just happened to come across it. So page 119. Let's see what ninjas they are. Can't flip these pages that well. Here we go. One more. Examples of ninja characters. Kyoji the dancer, history. Oh, these are not like these are not ones pulled from entertainment or anything like that, or real life ninjas. These are just examples that are generally created for just giving you examples of different character types and such. So we have Michiko the imposter, we have Yoshi the purist, we have Hanako the ghost, Kozo the madman. Examples of ninja clans, so they give you some examples of, and then you can use these as NPCs in your campaign as well. There's whole sections on. Here's another. This is a Clyde Caldwell piece of art. So there is a lot in this. And it really does, it takes the one component of the Oriental Adventures and really just gives it a whole a whole supplement dedicated just to ninjas. I'm surprised that there isn't one, for a samurai as well. Now there might be there's not one for samurai in the complete handbook series. So let me qualify that. There might have been more samurai details in some of the setting books or whatnot, but I'm not focusing on that in particular. So if you're really into ninjas, and these things are very very compatible with any edition of Dungeons and Dragons, particularly the earlier editions. So you can definitely make this backwards compatible to AD&D First Edition, or bring it forward to Third Edition. I don't think it will go much further than that, or much backwards than AD&D First Edition as well. So it's pretty much locked into First, Second, and Third Edition. I think that you would have to do too many rules modifications to bring it to Fourth or Fifth, and too many rules modifications to bring it into AD&D Basic prior to AD&D First Edition. So glad to have it again in my collection. It is something that I enjoy reading and enjoy going through some of these older books, even if I actually never use them. I'm somewhat of an academic when it comes to these things. I like to just take a look at different systems and see how they, see how different authors, creators use these systems, and and sometimes they can be very easily integrated into things that I'm already doing. So if I'm running like an AD&D Second Edition campaign, I can introduce a ninja as an NPC class, or I can allow my players to play it as well. If I'm running AD&D First Edition, very same thing. I would probably introduce the character as an NPC class. But again, it's still open to be used in any system that you really want to use it in, with just some conversion required, as long as it's within that kind of basic game mechanic structure, of the game system that you're trying to port it over into. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of short because I don't have the PDF to actually show to you. So this one is going to be shorter than usual. But be on the lookout for the next in the series. The next in the series will be Paladins. So probably have a lot more to talk about with Paladins. And like I said, there's still about 15 more items on that shelf that I am going to be talking about. There is, the about 11 or so more complete guides, and then there is the AD&D Second Edition Game Master's screen, and then I have 2 DVD videos, and as well as some of the figures, which you can kind of see on that shelf right there. I'm going to show off some of those figures from my early childhood, or well, actually I was still a teen. I was a teen at that time, but I will talk about those as well. So you all have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. It is Thanksgiving week here in the United States, so enjoy your holiday, and I look forward to seeing you on a gaming screen or at a convention table sometime soon. You all have a great rest of your afternoon. Take care.